So what's really special about Quirmbach Partner is that we're the first law firm in all of Germany that really started to work exclusively on the internet. So clients don't really come to our offices, well, at least they don't have to come here. Lots of our clients are very sick, or they're in really difficult personal situations after having had a big accident or medical malpractice. So for them it's actually turned into a big benefit, a great service. So they can look at their files online. They see in the morning when we get mail, we scan it, we put it online, they enter with their password and they see what kind of mail we've gotten, and in the afternoon they see what kind of response we've written. So that's really unique for them, and it's really special. It's a great service. To compensate for the distance that we have for not being physically present, we've always really made sure that all the interactions that we have with the client are really personal. First of all, we call on the phone as much as possible and talk to them in person, whereas most other lawyers would just send an email or write a letter. So we call, we explain what actually happened, because we know that sometimes a letter comes in and it's hard to understand for the client. So our lawyers call and explain what just happened and what we're going to do next. So the way that we've set up the ideas is that we've looked at the traditional 4 P's of marketing, and then the 3 extra P's for service marketing. And those are the people. So our people, like the people that work here, they are really trained to interact with the client and to be aware of their feelings and their needs. The next P would be the processes that I've described, how we organize everything around transparency so the client knows exactly what's going on in his case. And the last one would be physical proof. So whatever we send out to the client, we really make sure that he gets physical proof that there's actually people working here thinking of them. So actually our secretaries may draw like a little smiley face or just a handwritten note added to it. We send birthday cards. To the client. So and they're not just simple birthday cards. They're really well designed to create that sort of emotional link to the client. As part of the process design, we've really thought how we can involve the client as much as possible. First of all, of course, that saves time on our side. If the client really enters all his data in a database that we can access, that really helps and saves time on our side. But we've also found that the client, for being more involved, has the feeling that he's actually more in power of contributing to the process. To me, the most important essence of what makes our team great is that I believe that everybody in this team knows why we do what we do. And everybody feels that we actually really help our clients. We don't work with anonymous companies. We work with individual peoples and with their stories. And we really help them. I mean, they've been in a terrible accident, or they've had a terrible medical malpractice. They're in a really difficult situation, and we relate to them. And we really have the feeling that we can help them. Not all the time, not with everything that we do, but that's sort of always there, that kind of essence. And we celebrate if we win an important case, and we share the stories of our clients. And they actually send us letters even years after. So that really makes it special from the purpose point of view. But then we've also created a working climate of like acceptance, individual acceptance. So if you have a dog, you can bring the dog. If you have a child, you can bring the child. Not all the time, but we're very flexible. And if you need to work from home, you can work from home. When we organize like a Christmas party, it's really an event that involves everyone. So we actually bake our Christmas cookies together, or we all choose the restaurant together where we want to go. What we've done in the past is we've taken the whole team and actually taken them to, for example, to a resort in Turkey. And we've worked with them for 3 days. And of course, that kind of change of environment and change of paradigm is really helpful. And at first, we've just done it for like the 20th anniversary, sort of as an incentive for the team. But we found out that when we came back, the productivity was so much higher that we've done it again 5 years later. And then 5 years later, we took everyone for a whole week to the Caribbean. And everybody was involved, like 17-year-old apprentices and 65-year-old senior lawyers were just talking together and working together. And I think that's a really important contribution to this team, that actually we have lots of communication, and as persons we view ourselves at the same level. Professionally there may be a hierarchy, but personally, like, the interaction is really quite level.